A DDoS attack is an attack that happens on the internet where an attacker tries to take out a victim of his choice, and this can be a website or an online service, and take this out by sending so much traffic to it that the victim gets overwhelmed and cannot respond to legitimate requests.
DDoS attacks are becoming more and more mainstream, and it's becoming really easy for attackers to launch a DDoS attack. They can get many of the services or resources they need to launch an attack simply by searching on the internet, looking for things like load test and stress test.
For example, in the gaming industry, it's been very popular where one gamer tries to take the host of an online game offline so that he or she can take control of it.
So today's DDoS attacks are really becoming high scale. We've seen attacks up to 400 gigabits per second, even recently 100 gigabits per second using multiple vectors. And the multiple vectors is important because it's not just a flood attack. We're also seeing application layer attacks. And so any mitigation strategy has to deal with both the volume of traffic, but also these application layer attacks that we're seeing.
So Thunder TPS is a new product line of A10 Networks. We provide network-wide protection against multi-vector attacks, meaning we can mitigate attacks that happen at the network layer, so infrastructure attacks and volumetric attacks, but also the more complex and sophisticated application layer attacks. We can protect against these attacks at very high capacity, so we can scale up to 155 gigabits per second, or well over 220 million packets per second, and also we can integrate into any network architecture.
So Ixia's Perfect Storm is a great platform for doing some of this DDoS mitigation testing. So we can simulate floods of traffic, application attacks, and create a scenario to really validate product's ability to mitigate a DDoS attack. Often, vendor data sheets don't always capture real-world scenarios, but using Perfect Storm, we can help our customers assess and verify the security and performance of their DDoS mitigation strategies. In the demo, the Perfect Storm platform is used to validate that the A10 Thunder TPS could handle 220 million send requests per second, as well as mitigate an application layer attack at the same time. And it did both of these very, very successfully, and that's very impressive.
Let's see how easy it is to launch an application layer attack. Here we use a tool called HOIC to attack a web server. Currently, the server is protected by Thunder TPS, as you can see here in the log. The end user does not experience any problems and no malicious traffic actually reaches the server. Now when we disable the protection and look at the server's monitoring tool, we see that the server's TCP sessions and the bandwidth is increasing dramatically, quickly consuming all available ports on the server. The end user experiences a slow connection at first, and very soon the service is unavailable altogether.
Thunder TPS is very capable at mitigating attacks at various levels. We've shown in a demo with Ixia Perfect Storm that we can mitigate 220 million SYN requests per second while simultaneously running an application layer attack as well.